New Orleans' story of moving water begins with the demand for land. At the start of the 20th century, the city had outgrown its stretch along the Mississippi River. Its economy was attractive to industry and people, and it needed to grow. The swamps in the back of town that carried water to Lake Pontchartrain became desirable for expansion. City leaders and great engineering minds around the world gathered to tackle the challenge of draining those swamps. As a result, the Sewage and Water Board of New Orleans and the Drainage Commission were combined in 1903, and the mission to make more dry land began. Their work created a drainage system made of pipes, canals, and 24 stations, housing 120 pumps that can move more than 25 billion gallons of stormwater in a day. That's the equivalent of moving a Superdome's worth of water every 45 minutes. And most of those early engineering feats are still in use today. The biggest challenge those engineers faced was the city's natural shape. New Orleans was built in a bowl between the levee of the Mississippi River and the levee at Lake Pontchartrain. As a result, gravity alone cannot drain stormwater. It must be collective and actively moved. Water that isn't intercepted by green space, rain gardens, or rain barrels drains off properties into its first collection points, the catch basins. After the catch basins, stormwater flows through pipes, enters larger canals, and makes its way to the pump stations. New Orleans is generally divided into several drainage basins with pump stations positioned at their lowest points. When enough water reaches a station, the staff of the Sewage and Water Board spring into action. When water levels are high enough, the operators begin a highly coordinated performance. They call the board's Carrollton Power Plant and ask for electricity. When it arrives, then they turn on the pumps by manual controls. The operators cannot turn on the pumps as soon as it starts raining. They must wait until enough water reaches the station through the canals. Starting pumps too early can damage them. Each pump station is unique, designed to meet the needs of its basin. But there are also crucial links in a network, interconnected as much by the people who operate them as the canals that funnel water their way. No two rainstorms in New Orleans are alike, and it is impossible to predict which neighborhood will get the most rain until it happens. The operators know this, but nonetheless they prepare for each rain with what they predict will be the best combo of pumps and power to best protect New Orleans. After the stormwater clears the pump stations, it flows through outfall canals into Lake Pontchartrain, draining the city.